So tell us a little bit about what are the opportunities to integrate video into text reporting?
Oh, I think it's huge. At the Post, and actually this is one of the more exciting things I've been doing the last 2 years, as of last week we've trained 185 Post staff in how to use small video cameras to go out and do video reporting. And they don't all have cameras, sometimes they have to check them out, things like that. But the key thing is that they are integrating their storytelling into their normal reporting.
All right, so tell us about the technology now. You guys are starting to give out some new cameras, and tell us a little about that.
Well, we just started, it's kind of exciting. We've been focusing on print reporters for the last couple of years, but in partnership with the Post's AME of Photo, we're now starting to hand out video cameras to the photographers of the newspaper. And this is a fairly large shift at the Post. So we've handed out 5 video cameras to photographers, and they're now shooting day assignments for us. And it's been great, because it's a whole different training thing. The photographers already understand all the visual stuff, and so for them it's much more on how does this technology work. Where with the reporters, you're really starting from scratch on the visual side.
Is the video reporting sort of added gravy to sort of show the environment? Is it the reporting of the story itself? Is it a sort of what's the mix?
No, that's a great question. The mix is all over the place, and it often depends on the skill level of the person doing it. At the start, what we want from the reporters is exactly what you said at first. Show us the scene, take us there, introduce us to an interesting character, introduce us to an interesting place. Later on, as their skills progress, they're going to advance in their storytelling skills. And actually, the goal of this whole project is to get everyone on board with video as a storytelling medium, so that 3 years from now, when we all know that video is going to have such a huge impact on the web. I mean, it's huge today. It's only going to grow larger. So 3 years from now, we'll have literally hundreds of staff who know how to use video as a storytelling medium. That's how it's all going to work.
So you have a background in broadcast television news. How is creating news video for the web different? Or is it different?
It's different in a lot of ways. First of all, the fact that we're dealing with a lot of folks who have never touched the technology before, so that's a bit of a challenge. Now, I taught broadcast news for 10 years, so actually I know how to take people from 0 to 60, so that's been great. But we're also, with the web, you're doing different kinds of things. We don't have a 6 o'clock evening newscast to hit, and we don't have live trucks, at least today. Those sort of pressures are not there, so we're doing different kinds of things. We're doing more take people to the scene. We're doing more introduce people to a character, as I was talking about earlier. And so that's really the difference. The other thing, too, is in television, it really is all about the personalities of your station. Those are your key people. In newspapers, the personalities take a little bit more of a step back. So even though we're trying to emphasize them a little more with video, the story still is the majority of what the videos are about. So you don't see talking, you don't see stand-ups as much, you don't see that sort of thing.
Yeah, unless you're a Dana Milbank who's like a superstar, and you have stars, and it works.
Absolutely, and Dana's a good example of kind of the evolution that I think we're going to see a lot of the medium take, and I think television's been doing some of that already, taking someone who's got a really interesting personality and who's entertaining, and let them sort of craft something that's fun and that people will watch. And those videos have gone viral. I mean, all the things you want for a web video. And it's fabulous. So it really shows a bit of our future. It's not the whole thing. The whole thing is going to be a collection of all this stuff, and so that's why it's so much fun.
Where might the original news video be going in terms of sector coverage?
Well, I really think that it has to be a balance. I think any large website, every website's a little different, but the larger websites like the Post, the Times, others, are going to have to be able to do both well. We're going to have to be able to take our enterprise journalism and really knock that out of the park. That's where the documentary folks come in. We're also going to have to, when the street is blocked in the middle of Washington, D.C. by a broken down car that's on fire, we're going to have to get video of that as well. Sort of traditional TV, rush down there, shoot some video. I think we're going to have to do all of that, and that's where it's going to go. I think we're going to have to be a balance of both.